Hey friends, around here it is December 29th, 2010, or 2021. And today we're going to take a look at this second Circus machine that I got. I got this for like 200 bucks because the guy was moving and desperate to get rid of it, but its serial number is 3771 for those that are interested. So the guy and his two lackey friends were moving this around to try and get out of whatever house they were at. And apparently they didn't put the bolts in the back box. So they picked it up and it just went pfft, and of course the glass shattered. So I put in an order with BG Resto like early October. And the dude is definitely not in a hurry. He said it was done about a month ago, but he was waiting on, I ordered 3 of them at the one time. And he was, Rose, it's glue from behind the curtain here. His bonding guy had to have like eye surgery because he got a retina issue or something. I don't know. That sounded like it sucked. So anyway, that was back before Thanksgiving, and I haven't seen him yet, so I'll give him till middle of next week and shoot him another email and see how he's coming. Anyway, point is, we got this. We got the half of it that I've been using for a table all the time, and that one's helped me fix the one I've just finished. So this one we're gonna fix. But the problem is he had this outside under a tarp for God knows how long. The back box looks good, if I remember right. Oh, nope, it does not have a door on it. So we'll have to build one of them. But it looks pretty good. This one looked a lot less hacked up than that one that I just finished was. But, you ever see these from Harbor Freight? They're awesome, they're like $5. The problem is, like I said, it was outside forever, so the cabinet's all delaminating. So we'll see how crazy we want to get with this, whether we repaint it or what. Probably going to be lazy and just glue it back down and leave it because it's going to look like crap if we repaint it anyway. But it's like this all over the place. So I don't know, I could cut it out and do stuff, but whatever. This is this random plastic bits and bobs for later. But the play field looks good. Yeah, right there. I don't know, I was focusing on the glass. But in between that insert and that insert, you see the wood is coming up, and I think, if I remember right, it was like that in a couple places. But honestly, this play field is dirty as all get out, but it is in a lot better shape than the one we just finished. Actually, it looks like someone worked on it relatively recently, probably right before we put it outside. And all those rubbers look great. And this looks a lot better than that one. But it is what it is. So we're gonna do this one a little differently, since I know I just got done working on one. We are gonna kind of do a how-to series. Just because not a lot of people have done an in-depth how-to series on stuff. That's kind of not necessarily step-by-step, but component by component. So we'll see how it goes, how it gets boring, and all that. But it's fun to get to this project finally, because it's amazing how much it opened up my garage when I got that out of the way. So there's a lot of crap everywhere. So the first thing we're going to do is the play field. Because it takes it 6-8 weeks to cure, and probably going to take me at least 2 or 3 weeks to spray it and get all the coats on it, because I can only work on it during the weekends, so it's going to take a while. But we'll do like how to rebuild flippers, how to rebuild a slingshot, how to rebuild all the mechs, you know, some of the relays, the coin door, And this will be general knowledge for a lot of people, but for the guys starting out, because when I was first starting, there's a lot of written things with pictures, but there's not a lot of videos, you know, that are like bite-sized chunks. If they are, they're like 25 minutes or an hour long, and it's buried in there, but you gotta watch a ton of stuff. Like, say I just want to rebuild a bonus unit from a Bally here. We have a, 5-10 minute video on how to tear it apart, clean it, and put it back together. Or a flipper mech. Or a coin door, but that might be like quite a while because they're kind of complex. And then a whole series of videos on how to actually clear coat the playfield properly. Clean it, clear coat it, what have you. So I think that'll be good, because on Pinside Vid did an excellent tutorial on how to do it, but it's like a 1,000-page thread that they're in there somewhere and you just got to look for it, which is great for the patiently inclined like myself, but for some people it's like not helpful. Well, not helpful, but they're not going to sit down and read that whole thing like those of us did. So hopefully we can use his material and condense it down into something good that kind of makes sense with what he's saying, because he's the expert. Like I say, I've only done a couple. So a couple full clear-coated things, So we will get this going and see how it works out. The first video, I think, is going to be on how to go through the machine, check everything, see what's missing, what's been hacked, what you need to order, check all the coils, check all the mechs, and just general, go to. Then we're going to clean out the playfield. First thing I'm going to do, once the kid wakes up, I don't want to wake him up, is go through and take off the glass and vacuum this whole playfield, because I don't want all that crap getting inside there when I take it off. So, anyway. But yeah, this one's pretty rough on the outside. The inside looks great, but the cabinet looks definitely seen better days. It definitely got wet. Actually, it probably didn't get wet. It probably was outside in Houston, humidity, under a tarp, and got steamed for a year or two. So, after we get these two done, we'll finally be on to something else, and I'm not sure what we're going to work on then, but we'll see. I'm going to have to be organized with this, because rebuilding, part of it is taking it apart and then put it back together. So we're going to film the taking apart part a couple months before we film the put it back together. So that'll be interesting. So let me know what you think. Does this type of series appeal to you, or do you think it's a waste of time? To me, it never hurts to see someone else's approach, but let me know what you think. Keep it real, and we will see you when we finally get to dig into this thing. Later.